Greetings, everybody, on this joyful Easter Sunday, the day when we celebrate the resurrection of the Lord. Monsignor David here from my bubble in Takapuna. In my bubble, there are 4 members, and we've been taking turns at cooking midday lunch, each of the 4 of us. And we were having a recent conversation, and one of the household members of the bubble said, when we cook with a tablespoon of love. It's quite different from just cooking by yourself. You cook with a tablespoon of love. And I was thinking about that expression, tablespoon of love. Let's just think about that in relation to the resurrection of Jesus. Now, this is the year when we've been listening to the Gospel of Matthew. So let's go to Matthew's Gospel, chapter 28. The first 10 verses talk about the resurrection of Jesus. Now, we're told if we go back to the Gospel of Palm Sunday, also from Matthew, that when Jesus died, the religious authorities made sure that his tomb was sealed. One of his friends, Joseph of Arimathea, rolled a big stone across in front of the tomb, but the religious authorities wanted to make sure that he was definitely trapped in that grave. They sealed it, probably like putting a concrete seal around the outside of the stone, and posted guards there. It was almost as though the powers of those who hated Jesus had won. Tablespoon of love? No, the death of Jesus looked more like the people of hate had won the day. Where was this God who's supposed to be a God of love? Well, Easter Sunday morning, and 2 women, 2 Marys, Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother of James and Joseph, come to the tomb. Little representatives of love, that group who loved Jesus rather than the group who hated Jesus. They come to the tomb, not sure why they're there, I suppose, except to remember, perhaps to weep, to in some way express their love for the one who's died. Then they experience an earthquake. And probably their minds go back to a couple of days earlier when, at the death of Jesus, there was an earthquake and the saints came out of their tombs. The women are stunned. The earthquake, of course, makes the guards, the symbols of those who hate Jesus, like dead men. It looks as though there might be a change. Who is successful, the love group or the hate group? And the angel comes, this angel who rolls back the stone. No sealed stone is going to stop an angel. And the angel sits on top of the stone. What a funny sight. And the angel says to the women, don't bother looking in the tomb. You're not going to find Jesus there. He's risen. He's risen. Do not be afraid. An interesting expression, do not be afraid. 3 times in the gospel today, the women are told, do not be afraid. It's almost as though they're being told, it's not about simply pulling yourself together, but it's about the powers of love have won. God is victorious over death. God has raised the Son whom he loves, the Son who is the symbol of God's love for the world. Jesus is risen. Then, as the women go to tell the male disciples, the very next thing, they experience the risen Jesus themselves, who again says to them, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Don't succumb to the powers of hate, the powers of negativity. I am here with you. Continue to be positive. Continue to love. Continue to give of yourselves, for the world needs my presence. My presence now that's going to be revealed through you, my disciples. In our little bubbles, if we're practicing tablespoons of love, it's as though we're the living presence of the risen one now, the one who brings God's love to creation. On behalf of Father Carlo, Mark Napper, our seminarian, Joseph Pham, our seminarian, Easter greetings and blessings to you all. Keep on enjoying tablespoons of love.